Underground Crypto.
Hey, it's the Underground Crypto back at it again. And Happy New Year 2021. I know a lot of people are happy to get 2020 out the way. Who would have imagined 2020 would be like this? But we're starting the new year off fresh. Happy New Year again. And thanks again for all the comments and everything. And also, thank you very much. Thank you for the 1,000 subscribers. We hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel. That's amazing, just in a couple of months. So thank you for everyone out there for commenting, subscribing, liking, engaging. And we're going to have a great 2021. We have a lot of things that's planned for the Underground Crypto that we will be showing here. So we have a good show today. But before we get into the details of the show, we're going to give a shout out to the winners. So the winners of the part of the 500 XLM challenge, one person received 100 XLMs as part of the 500 XLM challenge. Caesar Rith. So he got his 100 XLM. Keegan Marcus, he came in third, I think, and he got 10 XLM, but he is paying it forward, so he wants to give it to someone else. And Satya Lewis, she received 25 XLM, so she received that. So congratulations to all the winners. We are doing another 100 XLM this weekend. I think on Sunday I'll announce the winner for that. So subscribe, tell your friends, comment, and you will be receiving 100 XLMs. You can ask Caesar. He got it in, as soon as he reached out to me, he got it in a few minutes. All right, so also a shout out to Sir Bluck. Sir Bluck is a gaming channel. They're trying to get up to 200 subscribers. So if you know anyone that likes gaming, Sir Bluck does it. Sir Bluck wants to get up to 200 subscribers, so you can check that out. All right, so for today's show, we are the new 1%. And we can get to that, especially in this bull run. But even though we love Stellar, and we're going to go through the details of why we love Stellar, we do need to diversify. And if you watch the video, Top 10 Ways for Riches in 2021, it was a wide array of things that, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, for entertainment purposes only, that you invest in. And you want to do the same thing with crypto. So we're going to talk about that. But before we talk about that, let's look at some of the upcoming shows and events that are coming this way. So we have part 2 of Ripple with the banks seeing Stellar and saying, wow. But then we have the SEC now in the picture right here. So we'll be talking about that in an upcoming show. We also have Stellar Von Der. So this is Tyler Von Der. He is a former farmer who is now leading the Stellar Quest. He built the Stellar Quest, and he is planning to work on more great things at the Stellar Foundation. So we'll have a show on that. He did have an interview that we will replay some of that. So Stellar Von Der, that's another upcoming show on the way for 2021. Also Stellar Motivations. So we do have part 1 that's out. We will be having another episode, part 2, coming out. It will be focused on Danelle. Not sure if we'll keep the name Danelle the Beast. Maybe we'll give her another name. But Danelle will be the next focus for Stellar Motivations. And also we'll have top 10 ways to riches in 2021 part 2. So that'll be the 6 through 10. If you haven't checked it out already, check out 1 through 5. And you'll see the top 10 ways for riches in 2021. All right, so let's talk about this. We are the new 1%. So we know for Stellar, right? So we're big Stellar backers, holding big bags. But it's not only for the potential profit that we can make to be the new 1%. With Stellar, it's more than that. And I'm going to run through why Stellar is so awesome. Non-profit organization. It's an American-made, trusted company. And remember that word trusted, because I'm going to repeat that in a future show. So American-made, trusted company. Open source network. With the Stellar network, money moves quicker, markets more open, helps the unbanked, helps financial institutions, banks, entrepreneurs. People are more empowered, and it protects the economy against upheaval. So this is why we love Stellar. But to be part of that new 1%, we have to see what the 1% are doing. And a lot of money is being made. A lot of money is being made right now through Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, I called it old grandpa because it was the first. It's really like a digital storage of value. Doesn't do what Stellar does. This is the next gen. So we're going to see Stellar take off to the moon. But this is what institutions and the 1% of today know right now. People coming in. They know Bitcoin and ETH. Mostly Bitcoin. So they're dumping money there because of uncertainty, inflation. The dollar's weak. Other currency is weak. And a lot of money is being made with Bitcoin. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how you could potentially diversify your cryptocurrency portfolio, and we can get to that 1%. Now, this is not financial advice, not a financial advisor, entertainment purposes only, but we're going to look at this. So here's an example, not saying it's my portfolio or someone else's portfolio, but let's look at a diversified portfolio where it's mainly Stellar. Right? So say you have 40% of your bag Stellar XLM. Right? Stellar Lumens. Bitcoin 10%. Ethereum 20%. And the other altcoins 30%. So the reason you would want Bitcoin in your portfolio, because there are signs that this year, 2021, Bitcoin may go to 80,000. And it looks like I just got a message. I'm not sure what this is. A message from Bearable Bull. I'm not sure if he's upset that I called him out in that video the other day. It's the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. But I'm just going to close out this notification from I'm not sure if it's a channel update or he's saying underground crypto, I'm coming after you. Yeah, so 80,000. And we can see how quickly it moved. Just in a matter of a week, it went from like 19,000 to almost 30,000 in a matter of a couple of weeks. And the thing with Bitcoin, there's not too much of it. So when big institutions and the current 1%, when they buy it up, the value of that really goes up high and high. So this is a reason you want Bitcoin, old grandpa, in your portfolio. And there's also signs of Ethereum skyrocketing to 10,000 by end of this year. A lot of things are built on Ethereum. A lot of things. And they're coming out with ETH 2 soon. Smart contracts. And other altcoins you also want in your bag to have a diversified portfolio. We have Singularity Net, which they have a great AI solution. You have Cardia Chain. You have VeChain. You have Zilliqa. Chainlink, I think I mentioned already. Chainlink and Sharing. They'll be supporting traveling, COVID passport. So a diversified portfolio with altcoins. Stellar, the sleeping giant. Some Bitcoin, some ETH. This way, right now, Stellar's not, the giant is taking a nap. But once the giant is ready to roar, you're going to see your portfolio boost. And once alt season really kicks off, your portfolio is really going to take a boost. And also with Bitcoin and ETH. Right, so let's look at a potential, or let's look at different bags, right? So you can have two different bags. So you can have your HODL bag and your non-HODL bag. And the reason you'll have a non-HODL bag, this is for where you want to day trade or swing trade. So say if you want to long Bitcoin at a certain price point, you can do that. Or ETH or other alts. But then you have your HODL bag. This is your long-term bag you don't touch. Stellar at the top. And your other alts with some Bitcoin and some ETH. So you have your day trade, swing trade bag and your HODL bag. And this is the way, potentially, to become the new 1%. And a lot of new 1% were made with Tesla. People got it when it was $50, I think, September 2019. And these are really cheap because we are in early. We are in very early right now. So we can see these prices doing a similar Tesla type of boom. And I'm going to play this video. I'm going to play the video of a current 1%. And we're going to digest what he's talking about. This kind of illustrate what I'm talking about, where we have to see what the 1%ers are doing. Because this is what Michael did. You know, president and CEO of MicroStrategy. They invested around, I think, 800 million, he'll say in the video, in Bitcoin. And that's where it took off. Went from 19,000 to 29,000. So let's listen to some of the things he's saying. Some of the things he's saying I disagree with. So we'll go through it. Turn up your speakers. And let's talk through it. And at the end of this video, what I want to know is, what's your strategy? What's your portfolio investment strategy for 2021? And what I'll do is, in the next video, I'll choose the top 3 investment strategy. It could be either portfolio or other investments to share with the community. So that's what I want to hear from you. But let's play this video. Let's chop into it. Let's see what Michael Saylors is talking about. This video was recorded by was it Savvy Finance? I think he recorded it from someone else. All right, so he gets the credit, but let's play this video and let's chop it up.
It's rotating to a new insight, which is it's the world's best long duration investment grade safe haven treasury asset. It's something you're gonna use to give money to your grandchildren. If you want to have money 30 years from now, 60 years from now, And you want to put your money in property that the state can't seize, no government, the government can't get at. It's not going to be taxed away like real estate. It's going to be there for 30 years, 40 years. Then this is.
So let's talk about that. He said the government can't get at it, can't be taxed. Well, it can't be taxed if you keep it there. Yes, it can't be taxed. If you try to take profit, you're going to be taxed. And also, the other thing is, there's no regulatory clarity. So, say this year there's new regulation imposed, what he's saying is going to change. You may get taxed even if you're holding it. So you never know. The other thing is, if things change, these big institutions now, you could see his company owns 800 million. So when these big whales sell, it dumps super crazy. It dumps like it could be at 29,000, drop down to like 18,000. It's too late for you to sell. Very volatile. All right, let's play some more of this. We'll probably play another 2 more minutes.
The ultimate long duration safe haven asset. That's a new idea because people that put money into that idea are just going to let it sit there for a decade. They're not traders. They're not speculators. By the way, you see companies like my company, we have like nearly 800 million in it right now. And you'll see insurance companies like Mass Mutual putting 100 million in. That's 100 million out of a $230 billion general fund. What happens when they put 1% in or 2% in? So that rotation from speculative asset to safe haven asset is a big idea because you go from 1% of the people betting 1% of their money to 100% of the people betting 50% of their money. Okay? Big idea. Like there's $300 trillion worth of monetary energy sitting between bond stocks and real estate. Half of it just wants a store of value. So there's no reason why $150 trillion wouldn't flow into the Bitcoin network. And so we're not.
So that's what I'm saying. We need to be diversified. And what we see right here, go back to this, right? What we see right here, potentially going to 80,000. And you can see how he broke it down. That's possible by the end of this year. It's at 30,000, another 50,000. So if these big hedge funds and other big whales drop a ton of money in there, we're going to see the price skyrocket. And then if you do have some swing trades in Bitcoin, we're talking you could be, not financial advice, be a millionaire. Right? Because you can leverage funds utilizing margin, which is very risky, but sometimes this is how they're doing it. All right, so let's go back to the video. Let's play the rest, and we'll chop it up a little bit further.
We're not talking about demonetizing gold. We're talking about the people that stampeded to gold or S&P indexes or stock indexes or bond indexes. If you don't love, if you own Tesla, you love it. But there's a lot of people that buy stocks they don't love. They just put it in there because they don't want to lose their money. And so they will use Bitcoin as a savings account. It's like the savings and loan at the end of the universe, right? It's just a savings account. It's a savings and loan in cyberspace that's available to 7.8 billion people where no politician can steal your money, right? That's a simple idea.
Okay, so 2 things. No politician can steal your money, so we'll wait for regulation to come into play in the U.S. Point 2 is he did reference gold there, and so Bitcoin is a safe haven, kind of like gold was, but a digital version of it. And right now we see that gold, it's not really going anywhere. It's a safe haven. Doesn't do anything. Exactly what he said, to store your money. So now we when we look at, say, Stellar XLM, and we look at all the points, all the things that it does, it's not just a safe haven. It does much more to benefit the people.
Everybody on Earth needs it. Simple. There's another idea, though, which is this is the first truly engineered monetary network in the history of the world. And by that I mean it's a closed, thermodynamically sound monetary system. If you put $100 million in the system, it's like charging a battery. It has no power loss. You can store it for 100 years. It'll still be there. Every other monetary.
Okay, so he said it's like a charging battery. It has no power loss. And that's another thing, too. I brought this up in a previous video. The energy consumption to mine Bitcoin is enormous. So much power to mine Bitcoin. China, it's in China. So who to say that, who to say that they won't do something? There's all that money that's in Bitcoin. Who knows? Plus the amount of energy consumption. Stellar XLM, there's no energy consumption like that. All right, so let me know your thoughts on today's show. What's your thoughts on this video? And what's your portfolio? What's your diversified portfolio? What's your investment strategy for 2021? Share it and comment it. And remember, when you subscribe and comment, you will be entered in the 100 XLM giveaway. So the top 3 and best diversified portfolio idea, I'll share that in the next video. All right, thanks a ton for watching. Stand clear of the closing doors. The next stop for Stella is the moon. Let's get it.
We don't have that much competition. They would use Stellar to make their payments faster.